this video, we're going to briefly check out some of the new features of the new Polyend Tracker 1.7 firmware. Polyend said that they're currently working on version 1.8 and that the tracker is not being discontinued. I also want to make a small channel announcement. I'm actually working on the first Polyend Tracker Bootcamp series tutorial. So that's what's coming up. I put a link in the description showing what the features are. I see here in MIDI improvements. They improve the internal and MIDI clock stability and minimize jitter. All right, let's put that to the test here. So I'm going to press play here. Now I have some patterns in here I've programmed, just really quickly made them, and we're just going to see how this synced up. So we have the hi-hat here. Sounds like it's in line. Let's unmute another track here. So that sounds in time pretty good. Let's unmute some more. Alright, so that sounds good. Let's add another track. Shift, unmute. Now let's turn the tempo up, see if it can keep up with it. Pretty good. Let's add snare on here, see if that lines up. Sounds good. Let's put in some kick. Yeah, it's keeping up pretty good. Let's go faster. Alright, now we're just going to, you want to turn down your volume because I'm just going to bring this tempo up really high. Let's see what happens. You can see this is the revolver view that's part of the new firmware. We are just cranking that tempo up. We're past 1,000. Turn this down. So it looks like they improved the EQ, compressor and limiter, and the sample editor. Now if we go into master here, we can see different saturation modes. So let's press play. Let's change different saturation modes. So go to soft clip, hard clip. Now we're going to go into overdrive. And then drive plus. If you go into config, project settings, and then go down, we can see extra headroom. So change, let's turn it on. Let's press play. Let's go into config. Let's go to extra headroom. Let's change it, let's turn it off so we can hear the difference. So that's off. If it's on, you can hear the difference there. Let's turn off these drums so you can really hear it. On. Off, on. We also see snap to zero. So what that does is it snaps to zero on our samples. So if we go to config here, go down to general, we can see here we can change the numbering mode now from decimal steps from 0, decimal steps from 1, and hexadecimal. Also down here we see pattern arrangement. We can change from vertical revolver, which we've just seen, vertical original, which just has a screen and then it snaps to the top again, or there's horizontal. From the sample recorder screen, now I can actually just tap record and record something and then press it again and it'll stop. If I don't want to save it, just press cancel, yes. Now in the sample loader, we now have preview volume, so we can change the volume when we're loading in different samples. So now from instrument parameters, we see more. If I press more, we can now see instrument synthesizer. We can assign different CCs from a MIDI in, for example, onto whatever instrument we have. There's other changes and improvements, which you can find at that description in the link. I'm going to be preparing to make the first Polyend Tracker Bootcamp episode, and I hope to do it soon. So stay tuned.